The truth is that you're never in full control of your decisions. Think about it. Your mind is full of traps, psychology traps, that subtly influence your thoughts and actions without you even realizing. Today, I'll reveal 30 powerful psychology traps that can shape your decisions, relationships, and habits. Trap number 1, cognitive dissonance. This trap creates mental discomfort when your actions and beliefs don't align. Imagine this. You skip the gym after promising to get fit. Instead of admitting you slacked off, your brain might say, one day off doesn't matter. That's dissonance at work, trying to protect your ego. Here is an example from Leon Festinger's A Theory of Cognitive Dissonance. Festinger studied a cult that believed the world would end on a specific date. When the world didn't end, instead of abandoning their belief, the cult members rationalized the event by claiming that their prayers and faith had prevented the apocalypse. To reduce the discomfort caused by the discrepancy between their beliefs and reality, they changed their interpretation of the event. Trap number 2, the gambler's fallacy. This is a cognitive bias where someone believes that the outcome of a random event is influenced by previous outcomes, despite the events being independent of each other. This misconception, also known as the Monte Carlo fallacy or the fallacy of the maturity of chances, often leads gamblers to make irrational decisions, such as expecting a win after a streak of losses. A common strategy tied to this fallacy is the martingale system, a gambling trick where a player doubles their stake after each loss. The idea behind the martingale system is that eventually a win will occur and the player will recover all previous losses plus a profit equal to the initial bet. While it may seem logical, this strategy is risky, as it assumes unlimited resources and ignores the reality of betting limits, making it prone to catastrophic losses during a prolonged losing streak. Imagine flipping a fair coin. If the coin lands on heads 5 times in a row, the gambler's fallacy would make someone think that tails is more likely on the next flip. However, the probability of each flip remains 50-50 because coin flips are independent events. Trap number 3, the Dunning-Kruger effect. Have you ever met someone who's supremely confident about something they barely understand? That's the Dunning-Kruger effect in action. It's a cognitive bias where people with low ability or knowledge in a particular area overestimate their competence. In simple terms, the less you know, the more you think you know. This concept was first introduced by psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger in 1999. Their groundbreaking study demonstrated that people who perform poorly in a task often lack the self-awareness to recognize their incompetence. For example, someone who's terrible at cooking might believe they're a master chef because they don't understand what true culinary skill looks like. On the flip side, highly skilled individuals often underestimate their abilities because they assume others find the task just as easy. This is why experts sometimes second-guess themselves, while amateurs dive in with unwarranted confidence. Trap number 4, anchoring bias. Ever noticed how the first number or idea thrown at you influences everything that follows? That's anchoring bias. For example, if a car is listed for $30,000 and you negotiate it down to $20,000, it feels like a win, even if the car was overpriced to begin with. The takeaway here is that you should always research before making decisions and question the initial anchor point. Trap number 5, the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon. This is also called the frequency illusion. This is the trap where once you notice something, it suddenly seems to appear everywhere. For example, after learning about a specific car model, you start spotting it on the road constantly. Or you learn of a new word and start seeing and hearing it often. This happens because your brain becomes more attuned to recognizing it, not because the object or event has become more frequent. To avoid being misled, remember this is just your mind's selective attention at work, not a real increase in occurrences. Trap number 6, confirmation bias. This trap is like wearing blinders. You focus on information that confirms what you already believe, ignoring everything else. Look into your life. How often do you seek opinions that challenge your views? That is so rare. Instead, we stick to people, content, and ideas that make us feel validated. If you believe a certain phone is the best, you'll likely only focus on positive reviews and ignore the negative ones. This bias can limit your perspective and hinder objective decision-making. To overcome it, actively seek diverse opinions and question your assumptions. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Seek out opposing views, and you'll see the world through a clearer lens. Trap number 7, sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy is all about refusing to let go. You've invested time, money, or energy into something, so you stick with it, even if it's failing. Whether it's a dead-end job, a bad movie, or a toxic friendship, this trap keeps you stuck. It's like staying on a sinking ship because you've already bought the ticket. Remember, you can't recover what's lost. Make decisions based on future value, not past investment. Hey, have you subscribed yet? Please do if you have not. And also hit the like button. We do appreciate that. The halo effect. This is a visual trap. When we see one positive trait like beauty or confidence, we assume everything else about that person is equally amazing. This bias clouds judgment, especially in hiring, relationships, or shopping. Don't let appearances fool you. Take time to assess the whole picture before making decisions. Trap number 9, the ostrich effect. The ostrich effect is when you bury your head in the sand to avoid negative information. For instance, avoiding your bank statements because you're afraid of what you'll see. But ignoring problems doesn't make them go away. Face the facts head on. Even if it's uncomfortable, it's the only way to solve them. Trap number 10, availability heuristic. This trap tricks you into thinking what's easiest to recall is the most important. For instance, if you hear about a plane crash on the news, you might start fearing air travel, despite it being far safer than driving. To avoid this, rely on data, not just gut feelings or recent headlines. Trap number 11, the Zeigarnik effect. Ever been haunted by an unfinished task? That's the Zeigarnik effect, where your brain fixates on incomplete activities. It's why you can't relax after leaving work undone, or why cliffhangers keep you binge-watching a series. The fix? Use this trap to your advantage. Break big tasks into smaller chunks and leave a small part incomplete. Your brain will push you to return and finish it. Trap number 12, the von Riestorff effect. This is the tendency to remember things that stand out as different from the rest. For example, in a list of grocery items like apples, bananas, and rainbow glitter, you're more likely to recall the unusual item because it disrupts the pattern. Marketers often exploit this by using bold colors or unique packaging to make their products memorable. Trap number 13, loss aversion. Humans hate losing more than they love winning. This is loss aversion. For instance, you're being told you've just earned a $200 bonus, only to hear it will be taken away unless you meet a condition. The pain of losing it feels far worse than the joy of gaining it. Marketers exploit this with phrases like only 2 left in stock or last chance to save. Beat this trap by focusing on the bigger picture and the potential benefits, not just what you fear losing. Trap number 14, the Pygmalion effect. This trap works both ways. The Pygmalion effect means people tend to live up or down to the expectations placed on them. If someone believes you're talented, you're more likely to perform well. But if they think you'll fail, that negativity can drag you down. Watch out for this in your relationships and self-talk. Set high expectations for yourself and others, and watch how it transforms outcomes. Trap number 15, overconfidence bias. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, that could never happen to me? That's the overconfidence bias at work. It's our tendency to overestimate our abilities, knowledge, or control over situations. This bias can lead to reckless decisions, overlooked risks, or even stagnation in personal growth. Remember, humility is a strength, not a weakness. Stay grounded, seek feedback, and always be open to learning. It's the surest way to shield yourself from this mental trap. These are 15 cognitive biases. To watch part 2, click on the video on the screen. Thanks for watching.